Today, there is a problem with how American men pray. They sit in failure and ask God for a better job. They beg for financial breakthrough while being completely broke. They expect change without doing anything, and then they wonder why nothing happens. Let me tell you something clearly. God is not ignoring you. You are speaking the wrong language. You are praying like a beggar when you were created to move like a builder. You want things to happen without building them. Beggars do not create. They wait. They hope. They ask for crumbs. Builders do not ask. They declare. They build. They command. I did not build the largest industrial operation in America by hoping someone would hand it to me. I built it by moving with certainty before I had proof. I built it by achieving things. That is not faith. That is mental engineering. And if you do not understand this principle, you will pray your entire life and die waiting. This is not a religion. This is system thinking applied to your inner life. And I will show you exactly how it works. Most men fail not because of a lack of opportunity, but because they think from lack. They pray from desperation. They act from fear. They speak from what they do not have instead of what they are meant to build. There's a verse in the Bible that almost no one teaches correctly. Romans 4:17. It says that God calls things that are not as though they were. He does not hope they will be. He does not wish they will be. He calls them as if they already exist. This is not mysticism. This is operational certainty. This is the psychology of a builder. You do not build a factory hoping the materials will appear on their own. The factory exists in your mind first. The physical always follows the mental, but men do the opposite. They describe their lack. They reinforce their current condition. They move from weakness, and weakness produces more weakness. This is not a spiritual failure. It is a mechanical failure. You are running the wrong program. You do not win by wishing. You win by moving. Now let me show you where you are getting it wrong. First principle, you are declaring your current condition instead of your intended reality. A man wakes up, looks at his bank account, and prays, God, I need money. I am broke. What did he just do? He declared poverty. He reinforced his identity. Prayer is not telling God your problem. Prayer is mental programming. Every time you speak, you teach your subconscious what is true, and your subconscious does not argue. It builds whatever blueprint you give it. When I designed the Model T, I did not say, I do not have a car. I said, here is the car, now I am building it. The factory did not exist physically, but it was operating in my mind. I had already built the system in my head. Stop describing the lack. Declare what you are building. Instead of saying, I need a better job, say, I work where I am valued. That position exists. I am moving toward it. Not someday, now. This is not a trick. This is identity engineering. You are shifting your mind into a new operating system. When the mind accepts it, behavior changes. When behavior changes, reality reorganizes. Second principle, instead of moving with certainty, you sit and wait. A man prays for a breakthrough, then sits on the couch waiting for a sign. That is not faith. That is passivity. That is laziness. I did not wait for permission. I assumed success was inevitable, and I moved. Certainty creates momentum. Waiting creates stagnation. When you wait, you tell yourself, it has not arrived yet. But that is the identity of a man who needs proof before action. Assume the outcome is certain. You want financial stability? Start budgeting now. Dress like the man who already has the job. Walk with the posture of someone already accepted. That will elevate you further. This is not arrogance. It is alignment. If your internal declaration and your external behavior contradict each other, the system will not work. Third principle. You believe with your mouth, but doubt with your mind. You say, "God, I believe you will heal me," and immediately think, "But I have been sick for years." You are running two programs at once. Faith and doubt cancel each other. Faith is not a feeling. It is a decision. You decide the outcome is certain and you do not negotiate with doubt. I am securing my financial stability. That is certain. I am moving toward health. That is my operating system. It is still running. You are not denying the problem. You are refusing to let it define your identity. Fourth principle. You focus on the problem instead of the solution. Every time you pray, you describe the crisis. My business is failing. My health is terrible. I am in debt. You are programming your subconscious with failure. That is completely wrong. When I faced obstacles, I focused on the solution, not the obstacle. Focus determines inner state. Inner state determines behavior. Behavior determines results. If you focus on the problem, you create fear. Fear creates paralysis. Paralysis creates more problems. Declare the solution. Focus on the solution. Instead of saying, "My business is failing," say, "I am restructuring for profitability." Instead of saying, "My marriage is over," say, "I am becoming the man who builds a strong marriage." You are choosing which reality to build. Fifth principle. You think you must deserve it before receiving it. I am not good enough. That is the greatest sabotage. I did not ask whether I deserved success. I built it and achieved it. Your past may be data, but it is not destiny. I was that man. Now I am becoming this man. Responsibility creates control. Control creates results. Listen carefully. You are not created to wait to be rescued. You are created to lead. Stop praying like a beggar. Start building. Always search for the solution. Every time, search for the solution. You want financial stability? Act like a man who builds wealth. You want health? Declare yourself in reconstruction. You want a strong marriage? Become the man who builds it. You want opportunity? Move as if you are already chosen. This is not manifestation. This is mental discipline. This is functional certainty. Declare the outcome. Then move toward it with absolute inner conviction. I did not hope for success. I declared it. Then I built it. You are not a victim. You are a builder. The question is not whether this works. The question is whether you can move with certainty when everything around you says otherwise. Most men will hear this and do nothing. A small number will apply it. That small group will be unrecognizable in 6 months. Control your mind. Control your declarations. Control your identity. Do this, and you control your destiny. Stop waiting. Start building immediately. Be the one who wins.